All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me on this video. I appreciate the vote for this. I wanted to do this video, so I'm pretty sure men are interested in learning why cheating is very important for them. If you can cheat with integrity, it's no longer cheating, it's actually responsible infidelity. But let's talk about it real quick. Before I go forward, I want to make a public service announcement. I do not condone cheating. And I know the title says cheating. That's just clickbait, guys. You're here watching, I know this is going to benefit you, so I had to draw you in somehow. Please note that this is for educational purposes only. It's not meant to substitute actual therapy by a licensed marriage family therapist. Thank you for listening. I don't condone cheating because it hurts, it does leave scars, it builds distrust, and the most important problem that it causes is not that it hurts women's feelings, because women are going to be hurt all the time. They're adults, they're big girls, they can fucking deal with their feelings. The problem with cheating is that it hurts families, and it can potentially ruin children because of the wars that happen, and because women are supported by the state more than men are. It leaves children fatherless. I want to get right into it. So despite living the most wealthy culture that Earth has ever known, we have become addicted to suffering, to pain, to sorrow, to failure, victimization, all that stuff we've become addicted to. And this has hit men most because we have become victims of a self-critical anti-masculinity campaign. So what does infidelity have to do with this? Because men have adopted moral codes that keep us in suffering, that stop us from being successful, we have adopted a feminization of ourselves that leaves us dead in a relationship. So when you're engaging with a woman, you're not engaging as a man and bringing something new to the table. You're coming in to mirror what she wants. And that frustrates women. It leaves women susceptible to mental, emotional, spiritual attacks by nefarious entities that are trying to develop power in this culture and society. So as men, if we want to live authentic and optimal paths, we have to reconsider our sense of morality and virtue. And that's what I'm offering to you here today. You got things to do, you're a busy man, you're providing for your family, you got to cater to your girlfriend's bullshit wishes, or wife, or whatever. So let's get right into it. Let's go over the benefits first and foremost, because don't go into infidelity without knowing why and being righteous about it. One of the great prophets of masculinity, named Patrice O'Neill, said, "A happy man is a happy relationship. A happy woman is a miserable man." Keep that in mind every time you watch these videos. Number one, responsible infidelity saves marriages from early divorce. A lot of people hit that 7-year itch. Sometimes it hits at 2 years. If you have a very strong sexual drive, it may hit somewhere between 2 and 7 years. If you're in a sexually dead marriage, that's less than 10 times per calendar year, then you probably need to go see a therapist and have a conversation with your female partner and say, hey, look, these are some needs that I have, and start to build a conversation around that. But that's another video for another time. We'll talk about that later. Number two, responsible infidelity protects children. How many marriages have been destroyed because a woman cannot stand the fact that a man is having sex with another woman? If there are ways to prevent a woman going to court and say, hey, look, I'm gonna break this marriage up because of infidelity, she would understand the value of having the marriage together for the sake of the kids. And I know in the therapy world, they fucking lie to us and tell us, don't stay in a marriage because your kids, don't stay married for the kids. Fuck that bullshit. We are destroying them by destroying marriages. If you can amicably work it out, if that means getting a mistress, get a mistress. All right, number three, the third reason why responsible infidelity is extremely important to men, to society, is that it enriches the happiness of men and women in long-term marriages by relieving sexual tensions from men, because we're talking about men here. Now, real quickly, long-term marriage is a key word there. If you've been in marriage like 1 or 2 years and you're thinking about cheating, you probably need to reconsider staying in that marriage. If it's that bad for you, maybe step away from marriage, break up while you can without having your soul taken from you, because your kids are gonna be taken, and reconsider yourself as a man and go into that relationship with a little stronger footing and a little more transparency. Again, another video for another day. Keep in touch. Follow me, like this stuff, and I'll get more stuff like this out to you. Number four, responsible infidelity relieves the pressures of fulfilling sexual needs of male partners in heterosexual relationships. I'm not going to talk about homosexual LGBTQ relations here, because I'm talking about the vast majority, the 97% of people that are hetero, the 95 to 97% of people that are hetero. So it relieves pressures. After 7 years, women just tend to kind of lose a certain amount of interest in pleasing their men sexually, and often their needs aren't met. That's something you have to talk to your therapist about, get a sexual coach, whatever. But In those times, if you can reach out and say, hey, look, you've had the conversation, you've been responsible about it, and you go out there and you get a little side, that relieves your wife. Maybe she only wants to do it 3 times a week. Okay, that's not a lot. At the 7-year part, you still want to do it 5 times a week. Well, guess what? There's 2 days she don't have to fucking worry about taking it for the team. Get another girl to do that. All right, moving on to number 5. Let's wrap this video up. Responsible infidelity rekindles a zest for life that enriches life purpose, pleasantness in society, and a healthy self-respect for men. Healthy self-respect for men. A lot of men, 3 to 5 times as many suicide. 3 to 5 times as many men commit suicide than women. Men are better at following through, just generally. But there's also a social kind of thing, kind of attacking men right now. And young men feel it really the worst because that's when they're like in their sexual prime. Once you hit my age, you get near 40, you start to slow down a bit. You start to think a little more clearly. You're not young, dumb, and full of cum anymore. You're kind of just like, life purpose, life purpose, life purpose. A lot of young men are starting to develop their life purpose. It's important. But society is kind of just crushing men in a great way because it hates masculinity. And so if you can rekindle your zeal for life and say you're in your late 20s or early 30s and you've been married for so many years and you get a little strange on the side, I'm telling you, it's something about it that just funnels more energy, more power into your being. And you don't have to do the no fap bullshit and wait 30 days for the no fap to kick in and suffer those 30 days. No, you go out and get some strange, and she's strange, is not in your fucking face, and she stays out of your way, then guess what? You guys do your thing, she gets out of the way, you get back to work, you can shine on the job, make more money, bring home that bigger bacon, mama's happy at home, kids are happy because mama's happy, and guess what? It's a better life for you and your family. So those are the 5 ways that responsible infidelity is essential and why responsible infidelity is very important for men. Number 1, it saves marriages. Number 2, it protects children from becoming bastards. Number 3, it enriches the happiness of both men and women in long-term marriages. And number 4, it relieves pressures of sexual needs of the male partner. And number 4, sexual needs of the male partner are taken care of. And then number 5, it rekindles the zest for life that enriches your life purpose. It makes you a pleasant man. Gives you a healthy self-respect as well. So I tried to keep that as short as possible. It's 10 minutes, but let me know what you think about this. Next video is going to be about why you should never obey a woman when it comes to your masculinity. There's a lot of men that are getting fucked because they're obeying their women and what their women want. You know what that's doing to their women? That is frustrating your woman. That is endangering your woman. And it's causing your woman to disrespect you. And to be perfectly honest, if you obey your woman, you don't deserve her respect. So I'll make another video about that later. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your time.